Hey NFI, Dave here. It is Sunday, the 3rd of March. No, it's not. It's 3rd of May. Hey NFI, happy Sunday. Dave here. It's currently the 3rd of May 2020 and we are talking about what has made me happy today. Now, I'm going to do what a lot of people have done with this theme, and they're going to make it a bit broader in terms of not just today, but what has made me happy recently, which makes it a bit easier to talk about. Now, I'm going to forego the usual sarcasm that I employ for things like this and talk about stuff that actually has made me smile or happy in the last couple of weeks. The first thing I would say is this channel and the resurgence it's apparently experiencing, despite the fact it wasn't really intended to be this way. It was only because I signed up for a random video and then put a post on the Facebook group for NFI, which really doesn't get that much traffic and doesn't really get noticed that much, but I suppose because of the coronavirus outbreak, there's a lot of people sat at home with not a lot to do, feeling a bit lonely, and at least this gives them focus, something to do, and a bit of conversation. And it's not just the fact that people have signed up, it's the people themselves who have signed up that have surprised me, such as Posh Jerry and Elliot and Nick and Connor. Then of course you have the normal mainstays such as Brendan Ellis and Matt and Corolla and myself when I can pop in occasionally. And it's also the people that have signed up but have yet to make a video because their themes are coming up, such as Nerali and Liz, and I can't wait to see who else in the next couple of weeks signs up. Second thing that made me smile recently is myself. Now, it's going to sound like I'm going on one of those strange sarcastic ego trips that I sometimes do, but it's not. I'm actually talking about something genuine here. If you've known me for any length of time, you are probably aware that I have a lot of knowledge regarding certain topics, particularly sort of fantasy or fictional topics, despite the fact I've never consumed much of the media involved. I can tell you the complete timeline for Resident Evil, as well as what every different strain of virus used in that video game series does and what it's derived from, and the various characters and what the characters go on to do, despite the fact that the most famous games in the series, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've never played any of them. That's a slight lie. I tried playing 1 once and realised I was absolutely terrible at it and gave up after about 25 minutes. I have played 5 and 6, which are supposed to be the worst games in the series because they're more action oriented. They're more like Gears of War than a Resident Evil game. And it's sort of the same for Warhammer 40k because I know so much, and that lore is so dense and so large and there's so many things involved, and I know so much, even down to stupid little details like types of cannons on tanks. But I have never played the game. I will never play the game. I will never paint miniatures or anything like that because that side doesn't interest me. It's just lore really fascinates me. Plus, as you can see behind me, I do own enough Warhammer books, which I got into from a friend I used to work with. But then you ask the question, why does it amuse me? Well, it amuses me because people just don't understand it, and I don't even understand it myself. I'll spend 3 hours reading through a Wikipedia related to Metal Gear Solid, but then I won't ever play Metal Gear Solid the game. I could spend those 3 hours playing the game, instead I read the media. And it's not even just some of my acquaintances, some of my closest friends don't understand it either. And like I said, I don't fully understand it myself, but it amuses me that I do it. And I like that I do it because it's fascinating to me, which of course is a subjective thing to look at because obviously I could be spending time learning something that I could transfer into a practical skill, or I could be doing something to further my own career or something to do with my job. But instead, you need downtime, and that is my downtime if I'm not playing a video game. A video game, chances are I've already researched to death and I know too much about, a la Persona 5 or any of the Final Fantasies, which I'm, again, a walking encyclopedia for. The final thing I'm going to talk about today in this video is being efficient. Can't always be efficient. I've tried and sometimes it really goes out the window, but for me this morning, for example, I'm currently filming this video after already filming another video, and I'm already rendering a video on my laptop. As soon as that's done rendering, I'll then edit and render the next video, and then this one I'll probably sort of edit either tonight when I get home or on my dinner at work, because I've got a few videos due, and today is a really sort of weird day because I'm at work, so I've gotten up early to film all this stuff. As I mentioned in an earlier video, as of recording this tonight, I'm going to work doing a 9-hour shift, but I'm not having a dinner hour as such. I'm instead taking 2 hours out and at the end of the shift to mod the Ashen's Cast live stream, which happens every Wednesday. That was as a result of me saying I can't work a Wednesday night because I have other commitments, and yet due to what's going on, that kind of got forgotten about, and so they've put me in anyway. But instead of refusing to do it, I've decided to do it anyway and just make it work for me the best that I can, so everybody wins and they don't have to bring someone else in, and at the same time I can still moderate and supervise if I need to, because then I can spend the next couple of days just doing my normal IRL job, my normal Discord stuff with no other distractions, which means I'll have more free time to play video games, to read more wikis if I want to, contact people, have more conversation. Because I do feel like I should be contacting and just talking to more of my friends, but of course I don't really get time. I realize I'm ranting now, so I'm going to end this here. Thank you for indulging me once again, NFI. It's been great as always. You know where the schedule is if you want to sign up if you haven't already at nficollab.com. Make an account, click schedule, claim your spot. Couldn't be easier. We're having some great conversations, seeing some great people. We've got some more great people turning up, and it's just really something that's making me happy. So in a roundabout way, we've come full circle. Have a great day, keep mattering, and I will see you next time. Also, Posh Jerry, we'll see you on Wednesday. Currently, unless someone signs up before, in which case, we'll see you then. I won't be taking this video down and re-uploading it with the right name. We're just going to go with Posh Jerry.